Hello world, this is Mike Lang, the chocolate teacher, aka Horace Mandroid for the Intelligent Hoodlums, and this is our brand new hustle. It is called Increased Aptitude. APP being the operative concept there. And we're hopefully going to be bringing you some apps that you can do some really cool things in the classroom with, places or apps we've used rather in our classrooms or in our daily hustles in order to increase the productivity, creativity, and inspiration that happens between you and your students. Now, that being said, the very first one we have here is one called Vixt, and I'm assuming that I'm saying that correctly. Vixt. It's both on the Google Play Store and in the iOS Apple Store, where you can go and download those things totally free. And it can be applied in a number of ways in your classroom. It's video mashups. Great for vocabulary instruction, great for creative writing projects, great for exit tickets. It can be it's one of those tools you can use right on the fly. It can be integrated into any lesson at any point, any concepts, and that's why we dig it. All right, first let's take a look at an example I made. I just took a haiku, happened to be studying haikus during the school week, and I took one by Basho and made a video mashup. Let's check it out.
In Kyoto, hearing
the
cuckoo
long
for
Kyoto.
All right, so cool, right? Also, check this one out. This is one I made about an exit ticket, perhaps to demonstrate understanding the concept from photosynthesis lesson.
Photosynthesis
is when
plants
use the sun to make food.
This is the Vixt app. If you have any questions, comments about how the app works, if you go in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see that Vixt logo. You push it. Once you push it, there's that tie. It's going to open up to all your FAQs. It'll show you all the things that I'm kind of going to quickly gloss over, but all that information is there. There are YouTube videos that you can watch. In terms of how the actual product works, you look in the top left-hand corner. This is your library of all the words that you've created yourself. It's really, really a great thing for kids to go back and see the words that they've learned, the words that are not by default into the Vixt program, which I really like because it forces students to be able to pronounce and understand the concepts in which they're learning. If we go and we tap in the very center button there, I'm going to type the Intelligent Hoodlums. And what you're going to notice is this. If I hit the play button,
intelligent
Hoodlums, you'll notice that I'm there because I recorded the word hoodlums. It was not something that existed in the public domain. How do I know this? I'm going to change the avatar at the bottom from the face that's there to the world. And let's go and see what happens. Let's go and refresh it.
the intelligent.
And you'll notice that it gives me that prompt that, hey, you need to record that word because that word doesn't exist. Awesome for our EL friends. Awesome for practicing academic vocabulary and domain-specific vocabulary and having students have to enunciate and pronounce the words that they're learning in class. I'm going to go back there. The other thing that's kind of important to remember is we want to go in. Make sure you don't use the public button when students are recording their voices because, just for safety's sake, you don't want someone using someone else's recording in an unauthorized manner. Overall, it's a pretty easy app to use. That camera that's there, of course, if you click that camera, it's going to give you the ability to record not only yourself saying things, but a partner going outside in a garden, perhaps, and saying the names of parts of the plant, doing a makerspace situation and talking about the different parts of a motor that you're putting together, or Raspberry Pi, or a piece of a program. There's a number of things that can be done using this app to make things just a little bit more funky. So what's the verdict? I think the pros. It's both an Android and an Apple app, so it'll work on your iPhone, your iPad, as well as the Android devices. It's relatively simple to use. It's free. It's great for EL learners. In terms of the cons, you have to create an account, so you would have to have an email address in order to use the app. And there have been a couple syncing issues I've noticed, but it's a relatively new app, and it's free, so I can't complain too much. Overall, I gotta give it a solid 4. A great effort. I think it has a lot of potential for classrooms. It's just another tool to throw in your tool belt. Remember, we're the Intelligent Hoodlums. You can find us on Twitter at @TrustAHoodlum. You find myself, Mike Lang, at Chocolate Teacher, and my partner Webbs at Weber's Words. Happy teaching.